Hello, welcome to 2 and 3D. So this is I don't know what part, honestly, because I'm just recording, so I don't know what part it will be, but this is from the previous video. Just follow, like if you want to watch the one before this, the link will be in the description, and also I believe it will be on top of somewhere around here. So the last time we worked on the head, but I decided not to work on the head on all these other profiles because there is an easier way of doing it, and that is what I'm going to be doing now. So instead of going through and going to the rigor of rigging this head for, let me change this profile because I don't like that. It's RR. Let's make this profile, because this is a frontal profile, so let's make the frontal, and let's just remove this because there really is no point having a key attached to the default, so no keys for that. So this is a frontal. Okay, so I do have this R and R. That's right, or right, far right. So I need to duplicate this and create the left. Okay, so now doing that, all I just need to do is select both like this, and what am I doing? Duplicate, Ctrl D. So duplicate, and whatever duplicate we get, let's just move it above the head F, so that is far right, frontal, and then let's make this maybe something like this. Okay, so now I'm going to rename this. Let's just give this head L. Let's give this LL. Good. So now we have this because this is a duplicate from this. It is inheriting its features, that is the brow and every other thing that is here is inheriting it, but it's also inheriting this head here. So if I activate this now, it will activate both this and this, I believe. Yes, it will activate both, which is, we do not want that. So what we will be doing is to come down to let's just locate this, and then you see the head L there. It's not supposed to be there, so let's remove that. And then the same thing with this. Let's come to head RR, and you see LL there. Let's just remove it because it's not supposed to be there. So now if I click one of these, like if I click this, only that one will be active. Nice. So we need to duplicate this. I don't know why this one and this one are deactivated. Let me just deactivate those. This character is a bit heavy, that is why it takes time for it to load. So just bear with me. Okay, they are not assigned to anything, which is the reason why you both are selecting. So I'm just going to select both like this and drag it into our head, latch them, and then I'm going to assign them to, let me take it just above. Okay, just above head F. So let's assign this to, because this is left right. Okay, I actually flipped these keys. They are not supposed to be like that, but let's just go with whatever we have so far. So I'm going to make this C, and this I'm going to make it V. Good. So now we have this, but it's not flipped. So you select both, and then you come here to the X scale. You click, and then you put a minus there, and it will flip the head on this direction. You flip it this way. So all you just need to do is adjust it, drag, and maybe move it this way a bit. Okay, so now we have all profile. The we have all the profile for our head. So now we can go further, but let's just test it and see. So let me just come here. Let's see if everything is working. I'm already 5 minutes in. This video hopefully will be like 10 minutes. Okay, so let's select our puppet, and then we have the frontal because that is our default. So now if I press X, it moves his head towards this direction. If I press further, if I press, what's wrong with the blink? Okay, it's fine. If I go like this and then like this, okay, I did not latch this, rather I did not clip this, so I'm going to go back to that. But let's just understand the principle here. So if I go like this, you see his head. Okay, this is not right, so I'm going to fix that in a moment. So but we can see that the flip is working, so it's moving on all axes, not all axes, but it's moving on through all profile. So now let me go in and fix that quickly. That's just because we transformed the whole head without checking this one. So I'm going to come in and just check this version. Okay, so we need to adjust this a bit. Let's move it towards this point, and I'm holding control just so that it will hold it on this axis, just so that it doesn't move on the y-axis. Okay, so what did we okay, that's basically it for this for now. But now let me pause so that I can fix some of those issues that that the head had, at least the ones that we saw. So I'm just going to pause for a moment. Okay, so I was able to fix all the brow and the eye issue, the eye clipping issues. So I clipped the, just went through and applied the clipping mask to the eye highlight and then the eye iris. So now it's working fine, and all the profiles are working fine too. So good. So now what I'm going to be doing is the trick I told you I was going to teach you, that using the shareable, instead of going through and like going to the rig of like rigging this thing, and whenever you come to change a particular thing like on the head, like let's say after walking through and like redoing every single head in each of their profiles. So whenever I come to, like, maybe let me say I want to update the mouth, I have to do it in all of these profiles too, which is really time consuming and not very efficient. So this method utilizes the shareable. So all you just need to, let me close this in. So all you need to do, since we have all our head profiles, and the good part is after using this as shareable, you just need to work on this particular head and it will update in all the rest. So you right click and make head shareable. So when you do this on your project panel here, the head will display. The head displays. So all you need to do is come into this profile now, and you could do this for all of the every other thing that is going to be in place, but my own head is in place on all the profiles, so the head stays in the same position for all the profiles. So that is why this method works perfectly. So I just need to open the head, and we're going to be replacing this head because this is what we made shareable. I could just drag this in and we'll have all of these heads, all the head profiles that were in that other version. But now you have to move the head by yourself to its position. So now we have all the head, and then we have this head which I do not need. So I could delete this in the source file, or I could delete it here. Whichever one is fine. I prefer to delete it here, just so that, well, I think it's better to delete it in the source file, so that it will reduce the size of your character and to make it more it will make it less slower. So I think I'm going to go and I'll just go and do that quickly. Let me pause this video and then I'll delete it. Okay, so after deleting it, the head that was initially there was no longer there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this one, that's the frontal, where the head is still there, still in place, just so that I'll be able to know where to place this head. So I'm just going to select it and drag into position. You don't have to get it accurately, just as close as possible. And so now we have head for our right profile, and I'm going to work on the right. Oh, why is this not double R? Okay, right R, that's fine. So it doesn't have head, so I'm just going to drag the head into it also. Let's position it right again to position it at exactly the same position. If your character is if you want the head to move slightly for your own character, is fine, and I'm going to even do that for this one. Just move it a bit, and I think I should do it for this other one too, just to give it this head, a little bit of head movement when it's turning. So I'm going to adjust that just a little, just it this way. Okay, I think it's fine like this. And now we have all our profiles, but we do not have our profiles here. So we're going to do that. So let me pause this video just so that I can create all these other profiles just for testing purpose. Okay, so now you select it. I came here, created just for the sake of just testing, created the controls here. So now we have our head as usual working fine with all its behaviors in it. So all the profiles are working. But then if I go into this profile, okay, this was what I was looking at just now. So frontal, everything is fine still. If I go full left, you see he's facing the same direction that he was facing, so like everything works fine. His head turns fine still with all its behavior intact. So it's a neat trick. You could use it for other stuff like the hands, if you do not want to go through and be working on hands or legs or whatever, just anything you want to do with it. So that's basically it for this video. I'm definitely going to be dropping another one, like I'm recording straight, so after this I'm still going to record the next part, and I believe the next part would be rigging the hands and other stuff, and then before we go into more complex stuff like rigging him sitting or whatever. So thank you for watching. Please give us a like, give us a sub. It will help us and to help you, to help us to reach more people, to help you to get more content like this from us. Thank you and bye for now.